The easiest way to describe personal branding and actor types. Let's look at what acting classes normally do. It's super important to do this when you're first starting off because your action step for this video comes in 3 parts. Hey everyone, so happy to see you again. Grab a cup of coffee, sit down, and join me as we discuss the daunting task of figuring out your actor types and personal branding. It's going to give you focus to your acting career. Let's see what strategies actually work, shall we? So personal branding and actor types, what exactly is that? Oh, I'm so happy you asked. You always bring in the best questions. Thank you so much. You do it. You really just do it. The easiest way to describe personal branding and actor types is to actually look at an actor as a product. I mean, like, there's still people, obviously, that's kind of messed up, but like, you get what I'm saying. The product, what you're selling, the actor, needs to be wrapped up in beautiful packaging. Just like when you're going down the grocery aisle and you see that Fruit Loop box and you go, wow, that box is gorgeous. I need that because it looks like it's gonna be a party in my mouth. Versus I see the Wheaties, and the Wheaties are so sophisticated. I mean, I would just be the smartest person on earth if I had those Wheaties. We can do the same thing with ourselves. So basically, we're going to be discussing the creative ways to wrap yourself up as a beautiful package with a bow on it. But what do you mean sell myself? I mean, I'm just fantastic. I'm going to be the lead of a movie. Yeah, if this is talking about those little roles, I don't really want that. Neil, I get what you're saying, but I don't want to pigeonhole myself. What if I pigeonhole myself and then absolutely everyone thinks I can only do that one thing? Like, I'll never have a career path. I got you because I am you. The reality is that all of these heavy feelings are totally justified, and if those rung true, please stick with me to the end of this video. You'll have much more clarity with those action steps I'm gonna give you. But all this is doing is creating a package for you of your demo footage and your headshots of a muddled mess. Instead of something clear that you're telling casting, this is what I will play for you. Let's look at what acting classes normally do, based on my experience, and then we can take a look at my take on that, and then hopefully you can use those tips to make a beautiful, beautiful package for yourself. Okay, so then what do people do in an acting class? You with the questions today. I mean, you just keep segueing me into the perfect points. It's so good. A lot of people like to do this exercise where you go and you just sit in front of a group of people, or you ask your friends or whatever, what type of roles can I play? This was my experience. This is literally how it goes. Oh, he's sitting down. All right. Okay. Neil, what does he look? Oh, he looks timid. Oh, you're timid. Oh, no, he's happy. He's a happy person. He's probably a good student. Oh, no, now he's kind of questioning things. Maybe he could do law. You look like a nutty professor. It's really uncomfortable, and everyone is just like throwing random phrases at you. And it honestly, to me, it makes no sense. There are portions of that exercise that I think are valuable and key takeaways, but I think it's much easier to do this. Basically, we're going to be talking about 2 material type categories. Oh my God, the alliteration on that. 2 material type categories, 2 material type categories, 2 material type categories. The first material type category, I can't keep saying that. The first category is get your foot in the door materials. Why am I coming up with these names? These are the materials that are more focused on simply getting your foot in the door and into a casting office. The second set of materials are what I call your main character energy materials. Why did I choose phrases like that? The main character energy essence blah, 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 materials. You can say it. I'm not saying it anymore. Those materials are all about letting yourself shine in a character. And you're going to shine by focusing on your personal uniqueness as you, your beautiful, beautiful self. Now that you know those 2 categories, let's get into the weeds. For your foot in the door materials, we will be focusing on co-star level bookings. If you don't know what a co-star is, please check the link below. You really need to know this terminology. It's from the first episode in this series. Finish out this video, go back, educate yourself, come back here, rewatch this, go forward, watch another one, utilize that. You know what to do. For your foot in the door materials, we will be focusing on creating things that get you in for co-stars and smaller level roles. Disclaimer, no role is a small role, I know that, but you know what I mean too. So these materials you'll figure out by focusing on some physical attributes. We're gonna go easy peasy lemon squeezy, go off of height and weight, age, demographic, and if you have any unique features that show you off. These are the kind of roles, and I want you to listen very carefully because this is what helped me really comprehend it, are mostly defined by occupational stereotype. Yes, I'm saying it, stereotype. These are not the things that are showing you off as an actor. They're just not. Look at roles in TV and movies that you could play that are occupation-based. I'll give you myself as an example. Most of my materials in this category would sell me as an intern, a high school student, a college student, the preppy kid, and when I had my hair grown out a little bit more, it was very much hipster. So as you can see, those roles are stereotyped. They don't define me as an actor. These are not defining you as an actor. But what would people think you do for work? Or think what you act like in school? Keep these things surface level. Now we're gonna make it slightly tweaked into uniqueness. And the way we're gonna do that is that once you do those physical portions first, I want you to do that first. Please do it first. It's very important. Do that first. And you got your list of all of those physical things that you would do that you would be brought in for. Yes, I would be a cop tomorrow. I now want you to add a touch of you, but just a touch. Don't get crazy. What kind of cop are you? Are you Mr. Bad Cop? Or are you the sweetest cop on the block that just wants to make sure the victim's okay? Are you high up on the food chain looking down at everyone, making sure they're doing their job? All the cops are doing their jobs just like you do as a good cop? Or you're the new cop who doesn't really know what they're doing. They're trying to get their footing and they're trying to just figure stuff out. And that's you adding just a touch of yourself to the stereotypical co-star roles. That way you're selling yourself as a clear category, but also setting yourself apart from everyone else. It's super important to do this when you're first starting off because it's the way you're gonna get your foot in the door. When no one knows who you are, no one knows any of the credits, no one knows you as an actor, they're most likely to bring you in just for a couple line role because that's all they're willing to trust you with. I'm gonna be real. Why should I give you random so-and-so a bajillion lines in this show when I have tons of other people who have done what you should be doing right now in this category? Build up some co-star smaller lined roles. So then once you have all that information on what roles you would play, go over to my video on headshots and demo reels. I'll link it in the description down below. We're gonna use all of this information to strategize how to get good headshots and demo footage for yourself that actually sell you as a full package. Okay, enough of that. Let's go on to the main actor energy roles. To figure out what kind of roles you'll play in this category, we're actually going to switch this process around. Let me frame your mind right now. We just went from the type of role that's saying, here's a cup of coffee, sir, and they leave, to now the leading role of the entire show. Instead of starting off with your physical attributes, we are going to start off with you, baby girl, you. Tell me about yourself. Please, I want to know what makes you so special. No, really, like what makes you special? This is the starting point. Here we're going to focus more on qualities. We can start off broad. Are you a very funny person or are you very serious? But I think we can narrow it down even more than that. If I'm a funny person, am I ha-ha funny or am I just straight-laced funny? If I'm a serious person, am I serious and steamy? Or am I serious and no BS? You're gonna get this done, all right? Just go get it done. What are the qualities of just you? Okay, fine, I'll give myself as an example again. You guys twisted my arm. These are some of the words I use to describe myself. I'm a little silly, obviously. I think you got that vibe. I also describe myself as pretty sweet. I like to be the one that has a nice shoulder for people to cry on. I'm the kind of person that's there for you when you need me, and I'll be there always. So going off of some of those essences of me, I can then take that and say, oh, those are the kinds of roles I'd be going for. The sweeter guy, the little bit goofy guy. It's about bringing me to the role. So why should I be focusing on both of these categories at the same time? I mean, honestly, you don't have to. A lot of people tell you to focus on the co-star category first and then transition into the main character category. I personally found that that didn't work for me so much because when I would be trying to do things that are like short films or projects that still I was going for a leading character in, but I'm submitting co-star-esque materials, it just clashed. So in my experience, I recommend having both of these materials and just knowing that you're at the ready and ready for both. Pricing, expenses, all of that is a huge part of this. Please do what's best for you. What's best for me is not always best for you. So all of those crazy thoughts going through your mind right now, well, what character do I play? And like, should I be that character too? Yada, yada, yada. My friends call me this, but I think I could do that. But da, da, da. Take a second, take a breath. I'll do it with you. Great. This is what I want you to do. Your action step for this video comes in 3 parts. Part 1, just make a list of all of the adjectives you'd use to describe yourself. Part 2, make a list of all of the different occupational types and stereotypes that you would play. Step 3, throw that gobbledygook all in a comment down below. We're gonna have it safe here. I'll keep it for you. I'll hold it for you. Keep it real safe. And now that I have all that information safe for you, we're going to take it and use it in our next video on how to utilize it into your headshot session. Thank you so much for watching this video. It is the second video in my Actor Essentials series, so if you didn't watch the first video, please go check that out. It's important to watch these in order. I'm holding your hand through the process of what to do in order to set up your acting career for success. Learn from my mistakes, people. I made too many of them. And I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!